Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101. In about 7 minutes, we'll tell you what the first Ticket Blitz Thursday. What's that going on there? My computer's making sounds.
Get some emails?
Oh, yeah.
Was that a LinkedIn posting, or what do we got going on there?
No, my new Genix was in. I ordered that.
All right.
It's out for delivery.
And you needed an alert for that. Megan, the new Genix is on its way.
Hey, weight loss challenge. God told me to take it seriously when I broke that bench yesterday.
You should get on new Genix.
Yeah, she's going to love it, too. Remember?
I'm sure. That's the number one thing on her priority list right now.
Yeah, she will not love it. So coming up, that Ticket Blitz Thursday, the first one of the year, which is a big one, tomorrow around this time. We'll tell you what that is in about 5 minutes. But first, some breaking news. And, you know, we don't like doing these stories all the time, but we want to keep you informed and chop it up and find ways to beat the system because you're going to be paying more for things this year. When you do things you love with Q101, we don't like that either. Like, let's say concerts. It's the first thing I thought of when this information came out, that concerts, no matter where you live, this is Chicago, but no matter where you live, I know so many people that use the service that's going to cost more. And here's the story from ABC 7.
Bad news for rideshare riders, those of us who take Uber or Lyft in Chicago. Starting today, if you get picked up or dropped off in a congestion zone, your ride will now cost more, thanks to a new city tax now in effect.
The fee is a ground transportation tax congestion zone surcharge. Now, for every ride in these designated zones between the hours of...
What was a long name for that one? Let's see what it is again.
Congestion zone surcharge. The fee is a ground transportation tax congestion zone surcharge.
Someone had a suitor on a table invented the name of that.
Yeah, an evil man.
It's certainly just like... Why don't we call it this? And then we add it on every ride.
By the way, since we're paused for a second, how crazy is it that we're at a point now where ABC 7 can start a news report with bad news and then go on? It's just like she was so flippant about it. This is going to suck for everybody, basically.
Well, it's
Bad
just like,
news for-
it doesn't make any sense that we're like, we pay for everything in the city. Like, you come to the city, you pay tons of taxes to be in the city. You know, you're going to have to pay a ton to park and a ton to do like all that. And then it's like, we're going to tax you for just driving around in general. It's like, what the hell are you talking about?
My new Genix.
What are you doing? What is going on?
My new Genix has arrived now at the location. Megan's got it. Okay.
Do you live next to the new Genix factory?
No, it's out for delivery really fast. The driver must be on new Genix.
And that's a lot of how much did you order?
A lot. Got to win this challenge again. Anyway, back to bad news.
Bad news for rideshare riders.
At least you said it pretty quick. It was rideshare drivers. But back into the middle of the story, so it's about a congestion zone tax if you are, very clearly to say, picked up or dropped off in these zones. Meaning, if you come in from Schaumburg to go to a concert at the United Center, it doesn't matter. You're dropped off at the United Center, which is in the zone, so you're still going to pay the tax, which is $1.50 now per ride. I'll let her continue the story here.
Ride in these designated zones between the hours of 6 a.m. and 10 p.m., your ride will cost an additional $1.50.
But no, that's an interesting note. Till 10 p.m. That means you should stay for the encores.
Oh.
Because your ride home then won't have that $1.50 tax on it.
Right, but then there's a surcharge because we're trying to get one.
Because everybody's trying to get that's right.
Oh, my God, you're so right.
God, I thought I had the answer around it.
And the surcharges are like $45, so it's like, okay.
All right, you just got to look at that setlist.fm and go, I don't need to hear Even Flow again.
Everlong, who needs it? Mr. Brightside, why bother?
Heard it a million times.
This is interesting because it should affect setlist. Bands should think of this when they come to Chicago now and say, because to Kenzie's point, I just refuted mine, that waiting till the end to be better, but the surcharge will be worse. Mm-hmm. So start playing your hits before the encores, so we can avoid everybody trying to leave at the end and only pay $1.50.
Encore, we're going to do our brand new song. So everybody stick around.
We're going to do something we just wrote backstage.
We're trying something new with the encore.
We're going to do an acoustic set. Oh.
We're going to jam for a little bit, actually. We want to feel the space.
Yeah. Okay, so the story continues.
From $1.13. Where are
it started, I guess it was going to be $1.13, or it was $1.13. It went up to $1.50. So.
It's an additional $1.50.
Additional $1.50.
Up from $1.13. Where are these congestion zones, you might ask? Well, for instance, Zone 1 covers a large part of downtown, including the Loop, River North, and West Loop.
By the way, it's just Chicago. It starts at 31st. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
What is that?
I've never
For
heard
real.
that noise.
The guy put the Nugenics to the wrong location. He just sent a message. I'm getting it to your place now.
Figure it out, Brian.
So it goes from 31st, just north of Sox Park, all the way to Foster. That's
where I live.
So you're uptown
Choose
to,
all of it.
and then going west, it goes to Western Avenue, and then east, is the lake, Lakeshore Drive. They're not, fine. We'll end it at the lake. Now, I'm trying to figure out ways around it if I want to get places. It just seems impossible because it goes western, then it coats in on Diversey to Ashland to Foster, then heading south to Lakeshore Drive. So
that's zone 1 where the congestion tax applies. And they're saying if you're dropped off in any of those locations, you're going to pay $1.50 more. The problem is that zone 1 is all of Chicago. It's Pilsen to Andersonville.
Yeah.
That's just the city.
Yeah.
That's just where we are.
yeah.
They're going to have to drop me off in Kenosha so I can save some money.
You know what's weird is maybe you take one home, it says Lakeshore Drive, but you have Foster Beach up there. You can get dropped off at the beach.
On the sand?
Yeah, then walk home from there.
I have a special Uber app that's Jeeps only.
It's an ATV.
Yeah. Some guy named Rocky picks me up. I put my hands around his waist. We take off.
And you get back on an electric bike.
Yeah.
Like a divvy.
This isn't going to work out well for me.
Some shirtless dude in Randy the Macho Man Savage glasses picks you up in a four-wheeler.
Yeah.
And says, take me to the lighthouse at the edge of Foster Beach because I don't want to pay the surcharge.
This is because I don't want to pay $1.50 more because I stayed for the encore like an idiot.
Yeah, it's a fun ride. Yeah, the story concludes on ABC 7.
To 31st Street Beach
Yeah.
and along a lake up to Andersonville.
Yeah.
Zone 2 runs from East 60th Street to South Cottage Grove and East Hyde Park Boulevard, the map shows.
See, that's weird. So Zone 1 ends at 31st Street, just north of Sox Park. Then you got all this area here in the middle, and then it goes down to Hyde Park, East Hyde Park Boulevard, where the Science Museum is and all that, and University of Chicago. There's this little square of 60th to the lake to Hyde Park to Cottage Grove. So they're punishing just them, but not all those people in between Zone 1 and Zone 2. Would you want to move because of this to a different zone?
Well, do you want to move because of this?
You're covered in these zones, right?
I'm like ground zero of this zone.
Yeah.
I'm like, they put my house right in the middle of it.
So you're never going to be able to go anywhere basically without paying a congestion tax.
No, I'm not. I'm staying home then for that. I'm not going out.
Yeah, that'll show 'em.
2026.
Yeah. Take that. I'm never leaving my house again, Uber.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. You're willing to spend $400 on beers at a concert, but now you're not going to go to the concert because of the $1.50 congestion tax?
Point taken.
Okay.
Point taken. Because that $1.50 could go to one of those beers. That's a 10% of one beer.
Mm-hmm.
God. Anyway, well, that's gonna that sucks. It's just more ways to get around it. You can't get around it. Every concert venue is in Zone 1. Every venue.
So Tinley.
Oh, you know what? You're right. Tinley's not.
Okay, but I that's going to cost my life savings to Uber from downtown to Tinley.
It's the principal case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then, and this is the problem, is that then I have to pay for parking in Tinley.
And now you got to buy a ticket for
Okay, you know what? I will counter you with Allstate Arena.
Allstate Arena's out of the zone.
Allstate Arena's out of the zone. Okay, so we're moving every concert to Allstate Arena.
But,
Yes.
but then you got to sleep in the parking lot or somehow you can't get home.
Wait, why do I have to sleep in the parking lot?
Because you can't get home or you're going to pay it.
Oh my God, that's right.
It still counts for the.
I don't have to.
You don't have to. You're good, Kenzie. You're fine.
Yeah.
Elgin to Allstate Arena to back, no charges.
Yeah, no, that's perfect.
Or Elgin to Tinley Park, no charges.
Yeah, no, those are my spots.
So we have to move in with Kenzie to go to concerts then and
And then
not
we
pay a
have to
tax?
move in with Kenzie. And then she has to drive us everywhere.
I think that you just should move to the suburbs in general. Then, huh?
But
Look at that.
But Twisted, Aragon's in the zone. What are we gonna do? Not go to Twisted?
All right, well, that's what we have to do. We're going to make a stance this year.
Brian and Kenzie.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Before we talk about more taxes, some new secret stuff that's been worked into your shopping habits and getting out and about, let's talk about what Ticket Butts Thursday is tomorrow at this exact time, 8 o'clock. We'll launch it, the first one of 2026. It's going to be Bring Me the Horizon at the Allstate Arena. So, Kenzie, you can go there and come back and not get any kind of Uber or Lyft tax because you're out of the zones.
Woo!
Allstate Arena, Bring Me the Horizon, Friday, May 15th. We'll have tickets every hour starting at 8 o'clock tomorrow. And we'll have it, of course, at 8 and 9 in our show. Lauren and then Brian Phillips all day long. Bring Me the Horizon. That's a great show to start off Ticket Blitz Thursday with. And forgetting, let's say you get away from the taxes. Now, before we get there, I had this sound going off on my computer. My new Genix was delivered. Southside Sal checked in from Midlothian and said, I pulled over to find out what that sound was going on those beats. He thought it was in his car. Just to find out it was Brian's new Genix. It comes across clearly on the radio in my car, he says. So
Yeah, it really cuts through that sound.
yeah, and also Aaron checked
I think it's
in.
made to get attention. That's the problem.
I don't know what it was, but it's gone now, I hope. Aaron checked in, who says as a former Uber Eats driver, they already did that to attract drivers to those zone areas because those zones come with automatic bonuses to the drivers. That tax that was put in there. I guess that means if there's tax on there, there's more money for the ride, and then, of course, there's more money to the driver. I thought Uber and Lyft would get that, or the city gets that tax money, but I don't know.
I don't think it goes to them. I just think the higher the price of the ride, probably the bigger percentage they get, like total or something.
Yeah, so I guess it benefited the drivers, I think she's trying to say. Maybe I'm confused on that one, but either way, that's the zones. When you pretty much come to Chicago, or if you're in the Hyde Park area, there's a zone 1 and 2, $1.50 more per ride.
Do you remember the reverence that Uber and Lyft were spoken about when they launched 10 or 15 years ago? And it was like, guys, it's like you can just get it on your phone and it's cheap and it comes right to where you need it and it drops you off where you're at. And how far we've strayed from God's light with not only rideshare technology, but all technology to where now we're like, well, thank God it's in Rosemont so that we can avoid the congestion zone tax to save $1.50. Why over the last 7 or 8 years in technology, and we complain about this all the time, why has everything gotten worse? Why is it more expensive? Why is it worse made? Why is it harder to use? What is happening?
And to be
everything's worse and it's all more expensive. Everything.
Now, to be clear, that's not Uber and Lyft's fault. That's the tax of the city that's adding that tax on there. They're getting taxed, Uber and Lyft.
Yeah, but I don't think they're innocent in all of these situations.
Well, I think in this one, it's clearly the state of Illinois and the city trying to gouge. And that's what they're doing. There's more of those, by the way. There's more things that they're gouging us on, in case you don't know. The checkout bag tax, which is in Chicago. And I know that's in suburbs, too, so I'm not sure if this is Illinois. This is Chicago.
Wait, the checkout bag tax. What do you mean?
So,
well, hold on. What do you think he means?
A checkout bag? Like when you're getting your bags from, like, the airport? What are you talking about?
Talking about grocery bags. Checkout.
Like when you're getting what's the word? Like just like plastic bags at any store when you leave.
Yeah.
Because like in Chicago, aren't they normally like 10 cents?
So the checkout bag tax, not at the airport getting your bags. Plastic bags is now 15 cents per bag at store checkouts, a 5% increase, 5 cent increase from last year. They cost 10% in 2025. In 2024, they were 7 cents. So you know how to ask if you want a bag or not at the end, how many bags you used, because they're watching you at Target too. That camera's watching you. I mean, I always put 1.
Oh, I put 0.
Oh, you never even put 1?
No. What are they gonna do?
They're slowly adding it up.
That's fine. They can add it up.
One day they're gonna arrest you.
Good. I hope so. I hope I get arrested for not paying for a 15-cent bag tax.
Yeah.
That'll be
Can
my
you imagine
album.
Case just gets tagged, just gets leveled, beaten with nightsticks?
Yeah, I would love that.
That's Brian's dream, as he stated, is that I eventually become a victim of police brutality.
I would piss my pants if I saw you get beat
See,
for the
me
night.
too.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Me too.
Walk me through what you're envisioning.
I picture Case really doing nothing wrong. That's why it's called police brutality when it's not like warranted. And he mouths off to a cop. Case mouths off to a police officer.
I imagine him
done.
walking out of Target with like 50 bags he didn't pay for and flipping off a cop.
Yeah. And
Middle finger.
Like they say, excuse me, sir, I want to see your receipt to make sure you paid for those 800 bags. And then he flips them off.
And he does one of those like penis slaps. You know, you like take your two hands
Like
and
like a crotch chop.
Yeah,
I think that's
and
the
he does
term rather than penis slap.
I don't know. I don't have one, so for sure. So I
Well,
think he like frames his penis with both hands.
You do it well for not having one. Kenzie just did that motion. You know,
It's like, I love that motion.
suck it. You know, that kind of thing.
Yeah. No, it was
Yeah.
really ladylike.
So Case does, she's a lady. Case does that. And then so in my head, I picture one cop then going full speed, tackling you like hurting some vertebrae in your back. Like you go down. And then several others join in like the Rodney King beating. which is not funny. But
I
it's
wouldn't have used that as an example.
But I say that example and it comes into your head how I picture Case being beaten.
And you love this.
I don't know. I just want to see it.
To Case.
To Case. Only you.
It's crazy that both of you guys are like, yes, I would love to see that.
I just think Case getting tackled by a cop and beaten with a nightstick. Just one would even be funny. I don't need it to be a whole thing, but I just think that'd be funny.
I need the whole thing. I need the whole accoutrement.
Would you rather see me get tased or beaten with a nightstick?
Well,
nightstick.
But
really?
I see Kenzie. I see
like a real old school.
No, Kenzie, I see it this way. He's being beaten, and then finally at the end of, let's say, 23 minutes, he gets up.
Good Lord.
He gets up and he's just, trying to get away. And then one cop, like from the holster on the ground, because they were all beating him, shoots the taser and gets him from the ground. And then he gets tased after all of it.
My thing is, I almost imagine it like the Step Brothers fight. Like he puts his nuts on a drum set. That's how I'm imagining it more like that, and that's why it's funny. I don't know what you have a really dark thing you're going down.
You want me to be disrespected more than injured.
It's just like funny. Like I just see you like I see the cop taking the plastic bag you stole like over your head, like like just stupid, like his stupid like little little kid fight.
Yeah, I don't see it
Brian
that
wants
way.
you to
No,
die.
I don't see it that way.
I don't know.
He wants me to be beaten.
Yeah, to death apparently. So that's good.
Well, that's what's going to happen with Case because he's not paying for those bags. He's not saying he's lying. I'm not saying he's got 1 bag, 2 bags, 3
And the
bags.
bummer is you're going to film it. You're not going to help me. You're going to be releasing the footage to World Star.
No, he'd film it and then he'd go on the news like, I can't believe this happened. I'm so upset.
You never hurt anybody. He was such a nice kid.
Yeah.
I'll do a front-facing video saying, before I play this video, I want to make sure you subscribe to my podcast and use my link for Nugenics, get my code.
Do you think if you were with me and I started getting beat by the police, would you go live on the Q101 Facebook account?
1,000,000,000%.
So that everybody could comment along as it's happening.
All right, I see Jamie here checking in. We got him in here. I'm not going to keep going. I'm not going to show the footage of getting beaten until we get 500 here.
I was going to say, do you want to tell the cops to hold off until we get more people in the chat?
I can't wait till that's happening. What are my predictions for 2026?
Which we're doing tomorrow at this time. One of them said I'm going to become a victim of police brutality.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Time for Head to Headlines, where you decide the content of the show based on the headline alone. There's hundreds of funny headlines every week, and we narrow it down to 2. And then we make you vote on them, and you decide the content of the show, which story you want to hear us break down based on the headline alone. You have to choose really careful because we'll never talk about the other story again. We have friends at Google. They will scrub it from the internet. You'll never know what the story is. So listen carefully and choose wisely. You will text in headline 1 or headline 2 to 312-591-8300 based on the headline alone. So let's get to it. Headline number 1. $400,000 lobster shipment hijacked en route to Illinois Costco locations. Now, you might be thinking, I saw that story. We were off for a few weeks. I wanted to hold on to that one for the first week. And so it's not a brand new story exactly a day or two ago. It happened last week.
I missed this one. I'm very glad it's in head-to headlines.
Again, $400,000 lobster shipment hijacked en route to Illinois Costco locations, which I'm a proud member of to over 21 years. The lobsters look delicious. I don't know how much lobster that is in a shipment basis because I know they'll jack up I don't know if that's the price they'll put it out there for or they cost that much and then they're going to jack, maybe it's $1 million worth of lobster once it gets on the floor.
$1 million
I don't
worth
know.
of lobster? Settle down.
Also, I'm not trying to get too far ahead if we're going to choose that story or not because we don't choose it, you do. How long can lobster last if it's stolen? Did they steal the whole truck with refrigeration, or did they just take the lobsters?
Do you think they're just eating it like it was a personal theft? Like, I love lobster. It's at home.
Is that a confession, Kenzie?
Like, no resale value, just I love lobster.
Yeah, wait a minute.
Pasta, I love lobster biscuits.
We might need to go to Kenzie's house here and see what's going on over there.
Well, I've only invited you to dinner for, like, the millionth time.
Is this why? Because you have $400,000 of
I
lobsters
gotta
in
get
your
rid of all the
house?
lobster.
Lead with that next time.
Holy crap. Imagine how much butter you need to dunk.
I'm glad you were thinking about the important things in life.
Well, we know what they're going to hit next.
Country crock, watch out.
Protect the dairy truck.
There's no way you could rob $400,000 of lobster and then not rob a butter truck right afterward.
Yeah, and you know how those butter trucks are always driving around.
Never seen a...
Oberweis gets taken down, man.
I was just going to say, I never saw a butter truck, but Oberweis makes butter too?
I don't know. They make milk
They
and
have milk and
milkshakes.
ice cream
They're
lemonade.
dairy.
and lemonade.
Their lemonade's really good. Their strawberry lemonade's really good.
All
I
right, so
could see them selling butter because, dairy. Hello.
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 All right, so that's headline number 1, but don't vote yet because here comes headline number 2. Joliet man and woman accused of stealing $5,000 worth of Funko Pop figurines. So 2 local stories today.
Was
in
I
headlines.
robbed and I didn't know it? I got to check my apartment.
You have a bunch of those?
I do.
So there's a listener that's given us several of them here in the studio. I can't remember where they are. They're here somewhere. A listener that bought those for us because one got me an Eddie Van Halen one that was really cool.
Yeah, we have a shipment of Rivers Cuomo from Weezer Funko Pops laying around.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm supposed to say this or not.
Oh, no.
We were supposed to do a meet and greet with Weezer a few years ago, and then the band at the last second was like, hey, we're not going to do the meet and greet, but we're going to ship you some Funko Pops as a make good. Which
What?
didn't feel like a one-to-one comparison, but I know a lot of people that have Rivers Cuomo of Weezer Funko Pops now.
Oh, man. So again, the story headline is Joliet man and woman accused of stealing $5,000 worth of Funko Pop figurines. And I got to say, the man's mugshot is like a steady man mugshot. The woman looks like she's really looking in the mirror going, what am I doing with my life?
Why did I rob $5,000 worth of Funko Pops?
Why did I do this? Poor lady. Okay, so you decide, 312-591-8300, which story you want to hear us break down, headline 1 or headline 2. After Third Eye Blind, we will break it down. You decide the content with Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101, head the headlines, where you decide the content. We do it every Wednesday at 8:20. All the funny headlines of the week, we narrow it down to 2. We give you those 2, and then you vote on them, and you decide which story we break down. And we gave you 2 local stories, actually, today. And we'll have the results from the text line in a minute. You texted headline 1 or headline 2. Headline number 1 was $400,000 of lobster. A shipment was hijacked en route to Illinois Costco locations. And I went to Costco a couple times over the break. I didn't see any deficiencies in lobster being around. In fact, New Year's Eve, we went there to get a couple steaks to grill
Which
out.
is shocking. We should have been not knowing what to do.
That's a lot of lobster.
But yeah, right. There was still fine. How did we still have a fine amount of lobster?
And we went there late on New Year's Eve, so to plan a dinner to stay in, and I was going to get a couple steaks, and there was a lot of lobster there. So if there's any day it should be sold out, it's New Year's Eve.
Oh, thanks for the invite on the steak dinner New Year's Eve.
Oh, sorry, forgot to text you on that one.
Interesting. It sounds like a great time.
It was.
That seems like it.
It was.
Headline 2 was Joliet man and woman accused of stealing $5,000 worth of Funko Pop figurines. Now, it was a landslide for headline 2. I think because the first headline just says what happened. We don't know if it's all at Kenzie's house and we're going to eat it over there later or maybe for weeks. Lobster. Tons of
I
butter.
gotta get to it quick.
Yeah. But instead, I think people want to know more about what happened with these Funko Pop figurines, why they were stolen. As Case pointed out, they're not highly valuable collectibles, right? I mean,
Well, maybe the ones this guy had were, though. Because some of them are really expensive. They do have rare ones, right, Case?
Yeah, but the market's sort of depleted. As somebody who's put some time and, more importantly, some money into Funko Pops, the resale market is just not what it used to be. We're talking about the end of the Beanie Baby boom here. It's a very similar phenomenon.
how long have Funko Pops been around?
A long time.
Like 10, 15 years?
I was going to say more than 10 years. I
Oh, yeah.
seem to remember. I feel like 5 would have been fine.
No, 'cause
Or
I have
never.
I have a vivid memory of going to a Hot Topic in 2019, pre-pandemic, so over 5 years ago, of going to a Hot Topic the day that the exclusive Morrissey Funko Pop came out and plopping down my $20 and taking that bad boy home with me. So they've been around
To do
for a while.
what with it?
Just
what'd you do with that?
Just to have it. I have it in my apartment still. It moves with me wherever I go. I just like having it. It's my
do you
longest-
actually feel like it looks like Morrissey?
Oh, it's awesome. It's fantastic. It's got the flowers, and he's got the blue cardigan from the This Charming Man video. It's my longest relationship is me and the Morrissey Funko Pop.
Okay.
Well, so I just looked up on their website a few before we get to the story that you chose. Like, for example, the Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson Funko Pop is $14.99, just like all the other ones I looked at. So there's no upsell for bigger people like The Rock.
Oh, you think they priced that in terms of fame?
I thought so.
Interesting.
You don't think I did, but they don't.
Or like rarity, like say like they're only coming out with 100 for The Rock, so like they'll be rare then.
What they've done in years previous is maybe there will be 100 available that are only available at a Comic-Con or something, and those have been worth more money. But I don't even think the luster on that is still what it once was.
I went to Comic-Con because I had a couple. Why'd you look at me like
I
that?
just can't imagine that. But go ahead.
I love Comic-Con. I love all. Yes, I love Comic-Con. So, anyways, I went because there was one year that they had a lot of Disney voice actors there, and I had these really pretty oil paintings of some of the Disney princesses, and I had all the voice actors sign the ones that they had voiced. But the amount of booths there for Funko Pops was unbelievable. I was like, am I just at a Funko Pop convention? Like, what is happening?
As I dive further on their website, I can get an 11 from Stranger Things in a wetsuit for $14.99.
Okay, well, you're not allowed to get that.
Well, it's part of the show. I mean, it's a scene.
Yeah, but you don't have to get
How
that
do you
one.
have to make everything like hoary? Why are you like, I need the wetsuit Funko Pop? Like, don't sexualize the Funko Pop.
They sell it. I didn't do it.
But
You're trying to be a weirdo.
No, I'm
Everybody
not.
knows it.
No, I'm not.
And it's like just not everything has to be sexual. Like even women in the Funko Pop world have to worry about being sexualized.
They sell it. I don't. I'm not. I'm just a guy.
you were
Sell
asking
it.
for it.
What a creepy guy response. They're selling it.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm a guy on the street. They're selling the damn thing.
Now, I hate to come to Brian's defense, but I don't know anything about the show Beverly Hills 90210, but they have a Brenda Walsh Funko Pop.
Yeah.
I got to figure out who that is because that Funko Pop looks good.
Well, tragically, she passed away, the actress.
Damn it.
I know.
That sucks.
I know. Brenda Walsh. Do they have the whole Beverly Hills 90210 people?
I don't know how many people. Are there 90210 people in it?
Yeah.
the area
That's how many,
code?
no, I didn't know if that was how many people were in the show.
Yeah, Shannon Doherty played Brenda Walsh. She was beautiful.
And is that how you would say that number? Is that how you would do, like? That's what you would say that number is if you thought it was like the estimate of people.
They had 90210 people in the show.
Yeah, that's how you would say it. Good Lord.
You saw Shannon Doherty probably in something else, right? Didn't
She was in Charmed, right?
Charmed, right? Yeah.
What a
Yeah,
looker.
Yeah.
I'm confused though. Like the Funko Pops always have a square head, right? Because I typed in Brenda Walsh Funko Pop and I'm only getting a Barbie doll.
I think your Google is broken.
Damn it.
All right, let's get this.
Probably on Bing or something. It never works.
All right, let's get to the story then. So you chose this one. This is the content you chose. Joliet man and woman accused of stealing $5,000 worth of Funko Pop figurines. In Joliet, a man and a woman are facing charges after allegedly stealing $5,000 worth of Funko Pop figurines from an apartment in Joliet. First sentence, that's a banger right there out of the gate, because you're telling me an apartment had $5,000 worth of Funko Pops that they just
And
happened
that's like 4,000 Funko Pops because
Well,
they're not that expensive.
Right. I mean, did they just stumble on it? My curious brain works. Was it-
Inside job.
Yeah, did they know and they wanted the Funko Pops?
And I have a feeling the person who has that many Funko Pops has a small amount of friends who have been to that apartment. So it has to really limit the range. It's like, I've had one friend who was up here.
As I said, the mugshot, the guy is standing firm, but the woman looks like, what am I doing with my life in the
How
mugshot?
did I end up here?
And by the way, Kenzie, for the exact number, if it's $5,000 worth of Funko Pops at $15, as we see, that's 333 Funko Pops.
A lot of Funko Pops.
A lot to steal. What? Like, how did they get? What did
But
they-
that's a lot. That's 333 things that you have to like enough to buy in a Funko Pop.
You're talking about the
Right,
person.
like what
Yeah,
a very
yeah.
like Case likes Morrissey. Morrissey
Yes.
Funko Pop comes out him.
The-
they
the-
just like everything.
They like everything because the two that I have a Morrissey one, and then I have Julia Louis-Dreyfus as Selena Meyer in Veep because I love the show Veep, and they had the Veep ones, and I was like, oh, that'll be fun. And that's it. I upset my brother for Christmas last year because I said, hey, don't get me any more Funko Pops. I have 2. That feels like plenty. And he has hundreds. He might be this guy. And he's like, what am I supposed to get you now? The Funko Pop's the perfect gift. I was like, I don't know. Figure it out.
Oh my God, I'm so happy that's not my brother. If my brother's not the Funko Pop, what's the perfect gift? I'd want to jump off a bridge.
By the way, Kenzie, I think this covers everybody here. Christina checked in and said, I have a Freddie Mercury, Kurt Cobain, and Selena Funko Pop, and they were a bit more than $15.
Oh, okay.
So
I
the
can see
Selena.
that.
So also the next sentence of the story is a doozy as well. So they stole it from an apartment, And here's their names and where they were arrested. Demetrius Green, 41 of Joliet, Stacey Jones, 46 of Joliet, were arrested in a rideshare vehicle.
What?
They took an Uber to this apartment or they're Uber Lyft drivers. Either one. They were in a rideshare with $5,000 worth of Funko Pops they just stole.
That has to be the most implementing thing. Now you have a record of being at that building at that time, by the way, because they put in the exact pip-up location.
But what did you tell the driver to wait?
Well,
or they called a new one.
They probably waited outside holding all the Funko Pops.
So what?
That's what I mean. It was an inside job. They probably knew this guy was at work or something.
No, because there's more to the story I'm going to tell you.
Uh-oh.
But I don't want to sit with that for a second.
Well, they'd have to take a regular Uber there and an Uber XL on the way home.
So 333 Funko Pops
Which
you're holding.
Also, imagine how guilty that makes you look. Why'd you order a regular Uber to this apartment building that was broken into? And then exactly 30 minutes later, you left and you needed a bigger Uber. This is there's a lot of evidence they're stacking against themselves.
This story is going to go even wilder when we come back here in just 6 minutes. The next sentence is even crazier. And there's not much to the story, but you've heard that they stole the Funko Pops and they were in a rideshare. They were arrested with $5,000 of Funko Pops.
Oh, jeez.
But the next line of the story is gold, and we'll do that in 6 minutes.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Coming up in music entertainment news, we have fascinating, really cool news about the Deftones. Also, the top movies of this year that you must see. Stuff coming out this year. We have a lot of great details and data on that. But first, we continue with Head to Headlines, where you decide the content by picking the story based on the headline alone. The headline was, Joliet man and woman accused of stealing $5,000 worth of Funko Pop figurines. What we found out, we're not even through the whole story yet, is that the man and woman, they stole $5,000 from an apartment in Joliet, and they were arrested in a rideshare in the 1700 block of North Larkin Avenue after police responded earlier that afternoon to a report of theft in the 300 block of Marble Street, apparently where the apartment was that had $5,000 worth of Funko Pops.
Well, they don't have to go very far to get to jail, so that's good. Short ride. Just drop them off.
It's all in a nice little quadrant in Joliet over there.
Perfect.
The apartment with the Funko Pops, where the rideshare was, and the Joliet jail.
And the jail.
The next sentence is what's going to get you, but before we get there, I want to read a couple texts coming in that people possibly think we're shaming Funko Pop collectors out there.
I don't think so. I have them.
Yeah, we're not. Collectibles and having $5,000 worth is amazing, which is $333 if you're based on a $15 price of a Funko
Which
Pop.
Which is the average, right?
I do picture a little bit of 40-year-old virgin going in his apartment. You know, is that Steve Austin?
Shaming collectors, but I think at the end of the day, they're not the most expensive thing that you can collect. You have to know that as a collector, right? There's things out there that are oh my God, they made one and it's going to cost me $15,000. That's not going to happen with a Funko Pop.
Yeah, I guess there are a few that are worth more than others, but I was surprised to see I can get the Rock Funko Pop for $15. I thought
And that's the one you would want. Is he holding the shampoo you like?
First off, it's not the shampoo I use, it's the face lotion.
I use the shampoo.
Products.
I use the shampoo.
Yes. They have all products, you're right, but the face lotion is what The Rock talked me into when we had a little text chat one day.
Oh, yeah. He was like, you really could use this, brother?
Yeah. Yes, he said brother afterward. And the product is Papa Tui, by the way, and Case now uses the shampoo.
Yeah, no, I've been converted. And also, your birthday's right around the corner, so I know what I'm getting you now.
You can get it at Target, $10 for the little jar.
I'm not getting you Papa Tui. I'm getting you the Rock Funko Pop.
Oh!
You have face. I'm not buying you face lotion for your birthday. That's a weird thing to buy somebody.
Well, yeah, but it runs out. I need more.
Okay.
Now he's disappointed.
It's the worst birthday ever. It sucks.
So Kenzie asked if it was, did you say it was possibly an inside job with the guy who lives in the apartment, or maybe he was out?
I thought it was an inside job, and I figured that a friend probably robbed it because they knew when he wouldn't be home, and they knew that the Funko Pops were there. So it seems like somebody who knows him decently well. And I figured since they were comfortable waiting outside for an Uber after robbing them, they must knew he was at work or something.
Okay. You are incorrect, but the data here leading to possibly knowing the person and knowing there was $5,000 worth of Funko Pops goes with this next sentence. The two people arrested, Green and Jones, were able to get inside the apartment under the guise of retrieving a personal item. So that means that they were talking to the person that lives there and said, hey, I left this over here Saturday, a leave behind, if you will, when you're trying to date somebody and want to get back and see them again. You leave something, the girls leave something behind, or the guys, they leave something behind. Once inside, the pair allegedly began placing Funko Pop figurines, which are collectibles, into garbage bags despite being told to stop.
He was on the phone with them?
No, he was in there. He was in the apartment. He let him in.
What?
They said, hey, I left something behind. Can I get in the apartment? And they said, oh, yeah, come on in and you'll get it. Then they just opened up garbage bags and started loading all his Funko Pops in there. And he said,
He had to just be in shambles. This is obviously one of the most important things to him.
Clearly, 333 Funko Pops.
That's what I mean.
Sitting there.
Like, that's a collection. Oh, my God. He had to be like, this couldn't get worse than what's happening right now.
I got to wonder what the conversation was. Did they just go in and instantly open garbage bags and start loading Funko Pops into them? While he was like, hey.
I guess. Sounds like it.
Hey, I just made some tea. Do you guys want some? And all of a sudden, wait, what are you doing with my Funko Pops?
He goes, oh my God, my only 2 friends are here. This is awesome. And then they start stealing. And then they steal everything he has. That sucks.
That's terrible. It's mean.
That's horrible.
Allegedly, then, Green, one of the man arrested, is accused of pushing the tenant out of the way on the way out the door.
Oh, is that a crime?
Well, they already stole $5,000 of Funko Pops.
I don't think you needed to add that. I was just being...
But I mean, he's saying, no, stop doing that. Stop putting my Funko Pops in your garbage bags. And then he just pushed him on the way out of the way.
How could they possibly think they're going to get away with this?
Well, I mean...
He just watched you do it, and then you're holding up when he calls the cops. Like, what do you think he was going to do when he left? Like, that's that.
Well, if you never see him again, but they did find him. I don't know how they tracked down the rideshare. That's not in the story. The last sentence was, Jones was charged with residential burglary. Green is facing robbery and a violation of his pretrial release.
Ew.
Oh, that means
so
he already had something going on there.
Yeah.
This isn't going to help. Yeah. And then he pushed him.
Yeah.
Lock him up.
There it is, head to headlines of Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning, and Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.